You know how we make the statement when we were saying things like, everything they accuse Trump of doing is exactly what they're doing? At first I was like, okay, everything is like it's an overstatement. I know that's an exaggeration. But now, after seeing this, you guys tell me. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith and you're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I appreciate you guys all doing so. Make sure that you guys are all following me on the platforms you see above and below, and hitting this like button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that when you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, which will bring up another little tab that will allow you to select all notifications in the process, okay? So make sure you do that. So of course I'm gonna keep this thing rolling, guys. I know you guys are like, dude, you are on a roll today. I know, guys, because stuff is coming out. And guys, I'm telling y'all right now, it's being suppressed. Do not just watch these videos and just go on about your business. Make sure y'all share it. Guys, we hit 450,000 subscribers on Christmas Day. I have not gained a subscriber since. Not a subscribe. I have 450,030, but it hasn't even moved. So something is up. YouTube is working on it again. They're working on it again. Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you guys that is because when you talk about things like what I'm doing right now, you coming with this truth, it pisses them off. It pisses off the establishment, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time, or maybe the third time in my whole YouTube career that no subscribers have moved at all. Like, it hasn't moved, which is weird. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is I'm bringing you guys more info, and I want to make sure that we keep the receipts on the hypocrisy of this crazy. One of the biggest enemy of us is the media. I keep saying that the devil is the media. The biggest enemy is the media. The media is why Trump almost got his head blown off. The media is the reason why I got put on a domestic terrorist list. It's because of the media and their lies. And now we're talking about in regards to this bogus last minute ditch effort that Biden ended up pardoning his entire family. Really? His entire family. That is absolutely crazy. But before I get on this, and the reason why this is so significant, I want y'all to look at these receipts.
Have you ever heard of somebody getting a preemptive pardon who was innocent of all crime? Who's just an innocent person? Have you ever heard of that? Just somebody getting a blanket pardon and they're an innocent person?
But no, it's the president's own family. It's people that have been covering up for the president in addition to his own family.
Is there an innocent explanation for someone to seek preemptive pardons for family members? Would you do that if you knew you were innocent and just worried about outside forces?
The answer to that is going to be no. If you haven't done anything wrong, you sit there and go, what do you need a preemptive pardon for?
If he pardons people preemptively, he's essentially telling the public that these people have committed crimes. And we may not be aware of what they are, but the pardon is clear evidence that crimes have been committed.
I imagine if he decides to issue these preemptive pardons, it will be cast in a way that he is protecting his family and protecting their reputations from, villainous exterior forces that are against him.
First off, we should just take a deep breath and acknowledge the audacity of a president who's so clearly concerned about his own criminal culpability and that of his family members that pardons are a major obsession with him.
The idea of a kind of prospective pardon, this sort of permanent federal get-out-of-jail-free card. That seems to be what we're talking about in the case of this, right, with Giuliani and his 3 eldest children who, as far as we know, have not been convicted of a crime. Maybe they've committed a lot, and they don't want to face action. I don't know. It's weird. I wouldn't ask for a pardon. I don't think I deserve one because I don't think I've done anything criminal. But, where does that come from, that concept that you can just kind of wave your magic pardon wand?
We have Tish James. We have Xavier Becerra. Mimi Rocha is literally my DA in my town. There will be opportunities to prosecute these people regardless if they abuse the pardon power as they are thinking.
Hopefully, Ellie, there will be a skyfall on this entire crime family, and there will be another day for them to die.
The president does indeed pardon, let's say, Rudy Giuliani or any members of his family. Would you see that, and I asked Preet Bharara this question, as essentially an admission of guilt?
I certainly would view it that way. I think millions of Americans would view it that way. If there was no belief in criminality, why would he think a pardon was necessary?
Now y'all understand when I said everything they claim that Trump did and everything that they accused Trump of. Look at that. I mean, now all we got to do is just go back and look at anything they had to say about Trump. And let's see if any of those people that said those things about Trump, if they are indeed doing it themselves. I showed you guys Sonny Hostin on there. Trump, he deep fraud. He should spend 20 years in prison. Now look what her husband is caught up in. Fraud. Isn't that some stuff? Look at that. The Trump family this. And look what they did with Hunter Biden. He has a laptop where he's doing some of the most disgusting, heinous things, and some of those girls looked very underage. Just saying. Trump's lying. Trump's working with Russia. Turned out to be a lie. Hillary Clinton literally wanted the China regime to get behind her and Democrats. She literally said it at a news interview, but nobody said anything about that. So here's the kicker to all that. You guys all just heard this stuff about all those different news people, all the stuff they were saying, Joyless, Reed, Schiff. You heard everything that they were saying. Oh, if it's something like that, it's because it's the dimensions of guilt. What are they going to say right now? What are they going to say right now? Because, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. The reason why they are doing this and he pardoned his family is because like things like Byron Donalds, shout out to Byron Donalds of Florida, rep of Florida, congressman of Florida. Shout out, because when they started investigating the Biden family and they started seeing all these different companies off across seas and these gas station places and all that, and people getting written checks, it went from one Biden family to another Biden family, in which that Biden family member ended up writing a check to Joe Biden, his own family member. That's why they're getting pardoned. Don't believe me, and I tell you guys this all the time. Don't believe me, go and look it up. I don't know what can possibly change, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm having some suspicions and some thoughts about this pardon bull crap, because this absolutely does not make any sense at all. In fact, I want to probably, Trump, if you invite me to the White House again, which I look forward to that, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen, I want to have a preemptive pardon myself, because there are some things that I want to do that I'm going to need pardon of. So can you, when I meet you, I hope you can go ahead and just get that all rolled out for me and all that, so I can do like what these other people have done. You know, even though I haven't done anything yet, you know, I'm just saying I might do something that may need a pardon. You know, I might, you know, who knows? But what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is this. If there was nothing to hide, why in the world would they need any sort of pardons? He pardoned the January 6th committee because we all know that was a crock of bull crap. All the lying they done, all the acting they done, like Kessinger here in Illinois, your lying self, you up there joking and laughing and everything. Then they said, actually, you, whenever they came in, you little simp. Straight beta male simp bull crap, nothing but an actor. That's why you're done. Anyway, folks, point is, he pardoned them because the Biden was a crime family. Americans, how did we let them get in? Huh? How? It's because you voted them in. This family is going to go down, and Biden is going to go down as being the absolute worst president in America's history. He didn't even run this country. He was nothing more but a freaking shell that somebody else behind closed doors were pulling the strings, and Mike Johnson confirmed it. Oh no? Check this out.
And I said, Mr. President, thanks for the moments. This is very important. I got some big national security things I need to talk to you about that I've heard, and I think you know, and what do we do? But first, real quickly, Mr. President, can I ask you a question? I cannot answer this from my constituents in Louisiana. Sir, why did you pause LNG exports to Europe? Like, I don't understand, liquefied natural gas is in great demand by our allies. Why would you do that? Because you understand, we just talked about Ukraine. You understand you're fueling Vladimir Putin's war machine because they got to get their gas from him, And he looks at me stunned with this, and he said, I didn't do that. And I said, Mr. President, yes, you did. It was an executive order, 3 weeks ago. And he goes, no, I didn't do that. And he's arguing with me. I said, Mr. President, respectfully, could I go out here and ask your secretary to print it out? We'll read it together. You definitely did that. And he goes, oh, you talk about natural gas. Yes, sir. He said, no, you misunderstand. He said, what I did is I signed this thing we're gonna conduct a study on the effects of LNG. I said, no, you're not, sir. You paused it. I know. I have the export terminals in my state. I talked to those people this morning. This is doing massive damage to our economy, national security. It occurred to me, Barry, he was not lying to me. He genuinely did not know what he had signed. And I walked out of that meeting with fear and loathing because I thought, we're in serious trouble. Who is running the country? Like, I don't know who put the paper in front of him, but he...
Yeah, like I was saying. Anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think about all this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Are there some things in here that I missed that you guys know more of? If so, leave it in the comment section. If you have links or anything like that to things that I'm talking about right now with Byron Donalds exposing this Biden family, leave the links below so other people that read those comments can see it. All right? Appreciate you all. Do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, to do what you see in that stuff right there. The next video that I will be doing in chronological order is going to appear up there. Things that I do as a variety right here. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all.